Hi friends. Recently, some of these videos related to the astropalmistry started appearing on my YouTube timeline. The usual videos, how to create a horoscope from the thumb impression or using palmistry, and in some cases even the the face reading. I recall that at one point of a time, our study circle was quite excited about this whole idea, the horoscope casting based on thumb and palm lines. The whole idea was very mysterious and it was very fascinating. But when we started devoting more time and looking into it, then our wow factor started fading away. And over a period of time, from this wow factor, it kind of converted into this factor. From this oh really to this oh really. Okay. So I'm going to share some of my thoughts and also the observation that we did while investing time on the astropalmistry or the casting a horoscope based on the thumb and the palm lines. Now these are some of the videos I did recently watch, and you can also find them on YouTube. And they all these videos have something to do with the the face reading or using the thumb or palm lines to generate a horoscope. There are quite a bunch of these videos floating on the on the YouTube, and but I was able to kind of summarize the what was the tone of most of these videos. So let me put my summary over here. So what these so they have a three, I would say, different kind of tone, and in the first set of video where they will discuss about the methodology. Where the casting is done, the casting of the horoscope is done using palmistry, the Prashna chart, and the Samudrik Shastra. So I did notice there were a couple of astrologers, and they have been mentioning about this particular approach: palmistry, Prashna chart, and the Samudrik chart. Then there were the uh, other where you see these symbols. So they make use of these symbols. So it seems that these symbols tend to give some more credibility to uh, to this method of casting a horoscope from the palm. And then there was some, yeah, there were some strange methods also. I didn't watch all the videos, and there were of course some videos that were, I would say, just plain, sales pitch, and there were no kind of a substance in these videos. And but the claim was very dramatic that the horoscope casting could be done the very accurately, and not only accurately, the even there was a kind of undercurrent in these videos that the even the planetary degree, ascendant degree, that all could be calculated using the palmistry, face reading, and these kind of a thing. So this is quite a dramatic claim, that to create a chart, a birth horoscope, especially having the planetary degree of the ascendant, also using just the thumb and the palm lines. A few of the videos included a live demo where the audience looked quite captivated. There was some live demonstration of the technique. Now, when you watch these kind of a videos, or when you attend this kind of a seminar, or even have access to the astropalmist claiming that they can create a horoscope complete with degree, then the very first question that you should be asking, not only you should be asking to yourself, but you should even putting this question before these astropalmists as well. And that question, and this is a $1,000,000 question, is that why why these face, thumb, and palm lines only relate to the Vedic horoscope and not to the Western or tropical ones. So whenever they are giving some kind of a demo, you would eventually see that a Vedic horoscope is created. So this is the first question that you should be asking, that are these lines and impressions on the face or on the palm, they are all related to the Western astrology, or and why not to the Western astrology? That's also called as the tropical astrology. I'm sure the answer to this $1,000,000 question would usually be, that's what my best guess is, that it's all about the superiority of the Sanatan Jyotish or the Vedic Jyotish. Now, this answer is it doesn't have much substance. It's not a very good answer. But one thing I can tell you, that if somebody gives this kind of answer or a clarification that why the astropalmistry produces only the Vedic horoscope, then it will actually raise more serious questions, of which many of these might not even have a clue what those questions are. Therefore, before you get carried away by this whole methodology, you should get a very good viewpoint about what kind of questions you are going to raise and what kind of answers you expect. The first thing that you should focus on is the difference between the Vedic birth chart and the Western chart, which is also called as the tropical chart. So that's the first very important thing that you should be knowing. This alone will give you a very good understanding of what is possible and what is not possible in the astropalmistry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an animation that will give you a very good idea about the difference between the Vedic and the Western. It's all related to this topic only, the astropalmistry. And I will take a example a birth chart, and for this we are going to use these birth particulars. The 1:50 a.m. New Delhi, March 7, 1971. So let's first look at the animation that will give you a very nice understanding of the difference between the Vedic and the Western astrology. Now, if you are pursuing astropalmistry or thinking of investing time in learning the methodology of astropalmistry, then this animation is a must for you, because it will help you understand that what kind of very deep questions are involved in the astropalmistry when it comes to generating a horoscope. Otherwise, people might ask you questions and you will have no answer. You will be cutting a very sorry figure. So you must watch this animation. This will give you a very good idea about not only what is the difference between the Vedic and the Western astrology, but it will also help you think deeply on some other aspects as well. Now, before I play this animation, I would like to talk about the person who has created this animation. The channel name is Vedic Astrology Through Animation. This is one of the very nice channel, and that has a stunning animations on the various aspects of the Vedic astrology. And I spoke to the person behind this channel. His name is Lavalesh, and I contacted him just to congratulate him on putting together this wonderful channel. So I would strongly recommend that you do go to this channel, Vedic Astrology Through Animation, and there are a lot of stunning videos, and you will get a very good idea about Ayanamsha or the sign versus Indian horoscope, ascendant, Rahu Ketu. These concepts which take years to understand, Lovelace has put together in a very impressive videos. So all thumbs up for this particular channel. Now when I play this animation, this is not a very long video, and then just closely watch and it will show you that what is the core difference between the Vedic and the Western system. Now you can always go to this particular channel and replay this video so that you have a good handle about what is being discussed over here. So we notice the word Ayanamsha. Ayanamsha is the degree, the difference of the degree between the Western and the Vedic chart. The Vedic horoscope. Now I'm going to show you the formula for the Ayanamsha. Don't get entangled. My idea is to tell you something different. Now this is the computational method how the Ayanamsha is calculated. I'm also not too good at this math, but you have to look at these 2 points over here. One is the annual precession rate. See, in this video, Lovelace has explained that how at one point of a time, long back, the Western zodiac and the Vedic zodiac, they were same. But then they started drifting away because our Vedic is the fixed zodiac and the Western is the movable. So Western started moving away, and so there is a rate of how much the Western is moving. And so this particular rate, we don't know what this rate is, but the good mathematicians and the people who are good at astronomical math, they have come up with value. So this is the precision rate. And another thing which is very important is that when we say many years ago, the two zodiacs coincided. So what was that particular date? Because from that date onwards, we have to do the entire calculation. So now this 291 AD is taken as the year of coincidence. But you will see that this is not a value on which everybody agrees. Here, Lahari, according to Lahari, it is 285. According to B.V. Raman, it is 397. According to Shri Yukteswar, it is 499. So, and you can see the difference in the degree. And if you think that there are only just these few people like Lahari, B.V. Raman, who have come up with their own assessment, then let me show you the list. And there's some more. That's not the end of it. All these calculations are there and they differ. The difference is small, but still. So all, if you apply Fagan Bradley, it has a different start date. In Krishnamurti, if you're using Krishnamurti Paddhati, it has KP old, KP new. So all these Ayanamsha are there. And every year somebody comes up and proposes a new Ayanamsha value. So nobody knows that when this particular zodiac coincided and what exactly is the current value. Since I follow Krishnamurti Paddhati, so I usually stick to whatever Professor Krishnamurti has mentioned. But this is important for you to understand that nobody knows about it, and this is a big open debate in the astrology community, and this debate has been going on for last 100 years. We don't know when this whole both the zodiac coincided. Now I'm going to show you that how this particular value, the Ayanamsha value, when you apply to a horoscope, then what kind of confusion it creates and how it is related to the astropalmistry. So we are going to use this birth particulars, and then we are going to apply the different Ayanamsha, and then I'll show you that what kind of question it raises before the astro palmistry. Now let's first use the birth particular 7th March 71, 1:50 a.m. New Delhi. And the Ayanamsha that I have taken is no Ayanamsha. That is what you choose when you want to generate a Western chart. So when you go to this form, you see these values over here. So you have to select no Ayanamsha. So that's what I have selected to first look at what kind of a chart is generated when the Ayanamsha is not taken into the consideration. So this is the ascendant. So we'll make a note of this This is Sagittarius, 23 degree. So this is according to the uh, the Western method. And then let's look at the Raman. So when we apply the Raman Enanche to create a Vedic chart using the Raman Enanche value, at that time we get the ascendant as Sagittarius, 1 degree, almost 1 degree. So I'll make a note of this. Then I'll say Raman. And then finally, let's look at the Krishnamurti. So when you use the KP Enanche, see the Enanche value you can always look from here. This is the Ayanamsha for KP. So now when you apply the KP Ayanamsha, you see what the ascendant has become. Same date, time and place. The ascendant has become Scorpio. So these are the three different values we got. With the Western, we got Sagittarius 23 degree as the ascendant. With Raman, we got Sagittarius, and with KP, we got Scorpio. So what happens is that when the ascendant is on the borderline, and at that time, the Ayanamsha makes all the difference. We notice that if we apply the Raman Ayanamsha to get the Vedic horoscope for these particulars, then we get Sagittarius 1 degree as the ascendant. Sagittarius is the ascendant. But when you apply the KP, then it becomes the Scorpio. A lot of time you might have noticed people, they ask this question that they have some confusion about their birth sign or the ascendant, or sometimes they say, oh, my planet according to some calculation is in this sign, but in some other calculation it seems to be in some other sign. So this happens when these values are right on the borderline, and at that time the Ayanamsha value makes all the difference. A person with Sagittarius ascendant has a different character sketch, and a person with Scorpio has a different. And then everything in the horoscope changes, the Bhagyesh, Dashmesh, and things like that. So this is a very important question, and then how do you resolve this? Whether the KP Ayanamsha is accurate or the BB Raman, and there's so many other that I mentioned, Ladi and Pagan and all that. And when there is a claim that by using the palm lines and the face reading or the thumb impression, accurate, that's the claim, accurate horoscope casting can be done. So if that is how an accurate casting could be done, then all these questions have been solved. And what are the questions? Let me recap the questions for you once again. These are the questions. These questions have been there for hundreds of years. And first is whether the Vedic astrology is correct or the Vedic. So now if you run a replicable test on the astropalmistry, and if you are getting a Vedic chart, then this question has been solved, though this has been going on for hundreds of years. And then the Ayanamsha question. Now, if according to the whosoever is making the claim, let's say the ascendant for this both particulars, according to the thumb impression or according to the face reading or according to the palm reading comes at Sagittarius, then we know that Raman is the winner. And if it is Scorpio, then we know that KP is the winner. So the whole Ayanamsha controversy, books have been written on it. Several hundreds of books have been written, articles have been written, and this is a topic of hot discussion and always has been. So now this question has also been settled. And then the year when the both zodiac, the Sayan and the Niryan, the Western and the Vedic, they both coincided. Because once if you are getting 100% result, a very accurate result from the palm reading, then you can do a back calculation, and then you can figure it out that at what year in the history these both zodiac coincided. We are talking about 2000 years ago. And the annual precession rate, which is a part of the Ayanamsha computational method. And then there is also a controversy on the Drik versus the Vak method of calculation. So all these big type controversies in astrology, where people are divided on these lines, they will all put to rest. They will all be solved if the astropalmistry was able to produce some replicable result. Mark my word, replicable, not a piecemeal. Somebody comes and some result is demonstrated. A replicable means you have to run that test in a number of horoscope or number of persons, and then and create a methodology that can be applied, tested, and can be relied on. So I'm going to leave this video over here. Think about it. The whole astropalmistry, I'm not trying to undermine, but I'm just trying to tell you that what are the real profound questions that are there when you invest time in your astropalmistry or the creating the horoscope from the palm and that kind of a method. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Share your comments. Let me hear from you also. And thanks for watching.